Hello and welcome. I'm Night's Angel, and this is just a Folf on the road. Thank you for joining me. Well, usually coming up with a topic is a very difficult thing. And sometimes the topics I do come up with usually carry some form of weight with me. And today's topic is actually a story from my own past, and it has relevance to events current. So let's hop into the way back when thing and see what happens. Alright. I'm not originally a native of Georgia. No. Prior to 2003, really long time ago, I had lived in Colorado, and back in 97 was when I had moved to Colorado from New Jersey. I'll be turning 30 this year. But that's not really relevant to the story, just random information. But back to 2003. Shortly after we moved to Georgia, I ended up getting a dog. And the easiest way I can describe her was literally, she was 70 pounds of muscle. And her personality was nothing but sugar. She was that sweet. She was a pit bull lab, and she was nothing but love. She was friendly, she loved everyone. And this dog could read people. I mean, she really could read people. And she pretty much was one of the most, if not the most important thing in my life at that time. Right? I couldn't begin to tell you how much that dog meant to me. Well, how much she meant to me. I mean, prior to that, I wasn't in a very good place. I was severely unstable. And she brought some stability into my life, and because she was always there for me. But, and we had her for a good few years. About 7, 8 years, maybe. And early on, 2011, I would say, we were noticing that she was having severe weight loss. And we took her to the vet, and they did a couple of tests, and she had lymphoma. Well, she had a type of cancer. I'm not sure if it was lymphoma or not. And they had given her some pills so she could at least keep going. I wasn't ready to let her go. And for a month, I ended up letting her deteriorate because I wasn't ready to let go. And when I realized how bad it was getting, that's when I made one of the hardest decisions of my life. I know it doesn't seem like much, but to trying to describe how much this dog meant to me, I couldn't put it into words. I couldn't even quantify it. She meant that much. And we took her back to the vet, and we put her down. There was no way to treat her condition. We didn't have the money for it, and even if we did, she still only had a 50-50 chance. And even with that, she wasn't going to be the same afterwards. So we put her down. And what made losing her so painful for me was I was the last thing she saw. I was literally looking in her eyes as she faded away. And it hurt. It just hurt. I was a wreck after that. And after that, I shut down. I couldn't feel anything. There was literally nothing there. And I just moved on. Because there was no reason to just sit there. Now, anybody who's watching would be asking, why am I telling such a depressing story? Well, she was family to me. Excuse me. She was one of the most important people to me. she was a dog. But it was more than that. And it wasn't a possessory thing. She was, I don't know, kind of like my little girl. And that's not something most people, I'm not even sure if that's what most people can even say. But that's how it was. Now, the relevance it has to more current events is my best friend had a dog. Well, he has a lot of dogs, but he had a dog who he knew since he was 10. And he got her when she was just a pup, about a year old. And they had been together for about 17 years. And I've actually met this dog. She was a sweetheart. I mean, most dogs are extremely sweet. And this was one of them. And yeah, she had a lot of problems. She had a bad hip, and it caused a lot of problems for her. Like it caused a lot of infections and gave her a lot of problems. And when I first met her, I had a nickname for her and it wasn't a malicious nickname because of her condition. It wasn't malicious at all. Because of the way her hip was, her lower back was like almost completely flat. So I had given her the nickname Table Butt. And it wasn't intended to be malicious or cruel. That's how I knew her. And even my best friend, he thought it was endearing. Because I wasn't being cruel about it. I was never intending any harm by it. And yesterday, and this is putting a bit of a date. Yesterday, from the time of this recording, he had to put her down because it wasn't the problem with her hip. They had found tumors. And again, that situation, there's not really anything that can be done. Because even if they did, she wasn't going to be the same. And every so often he does watch these, so I'm making this more as a kind of a small tribute. And yeah, it's one of those things, and this is something something I've been trying to put a perspective on for a very long time, and I think I can actually do it. And it's simple, really. Don't go numb. Don't shut down. It may hurt. No matter what the loss is, no matter what the problem was, don't shut down. Because when you shut down, it takes a lot to feel anything again. And I'd I honestly don't really know what else to say about it. It's just, yeah, I ramble on and I just part of my frame, seamlessly talk out of my ass. But I'm never intending anything malicious. I'm just trying to share my point of view. No. Now I'm just carrying on. So. I'll go ahead and close it out here. So, thank you for joining me this morning. And I'm sorry if I took away from anybody's day by sharing such sad things. If you want to share whatever you want to share, go ahead. And thank you for joining me. I'm Night's Angel, and this has been a Folf on the Road. I hope you have a better day. Peace.